Okay, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I'm just gonna switch over to the other display setting here now, because that's where my recording stuff um, scene is. And I'm going to see if I can record the stuff that I want to record. But that's on the Diane Wright's display, not the Sable's Worldforge display, so yeah. And hello, Laura, welcome, and cool about your horror story for a Halloween anthology. That's awesome. Ah, you're an underwriter for sure. Specialize in drabbles. Uh-huh. I love drabbles. Drabbles are really neat. Drabbles are like haiku, right? The whole challenge is getting it in those 100 words, and it's beautiful when you can do that. I'm a great admiration of people who can do it. Me? I never fit in a word count, right? I always have to come back and edit with a chainsaw. So all right, we're going to switch over to the other display here. If things bork, well, you know, I'll be back. So, and then I'm going to record a couple of sequences of stuff. Remember, I'm working on my book trailer here, is what I plan to try to do if it didn't completely bork the stream. And hey, what the hell? The stream's borked now anyway, so I won't be archiving it to YouTube anyhow. So if it screws up, who cares? And then so I'm going to record a couple of things where I'm looking at my Toy Soldier site, and I'm not going to pay any attention to the audio because, like I said, I'm not going to use it. And then I'm going to see if I can edit a second book trailer that's more about emotions and stuff. So the right idea says I want to drabble, but knowing me, I turn each one into a possible novel. Yeah, that's, I can do it. I have to really work at it, and I really admire people who find it easy. I find it quite the challenge. But, I mean, sometimes that's the point, right? Sometimes you want to challenge yourself as a writer, so it's worth doing anyway. I've also written a couple of pieces of flash fiction, but I don't think they're very good because I've had trouble getting them published. Eli says, I took a bunch of 100-word drabbles recently and edited them together into a weird fiction. Neat! Okay, other display. I don't know what scene we're on. We're on the downtime scene. Hello. Alright, we're going to go to the recording stuff screen. I may not have installed my camera audio on this. Hopefully I haven't, actually, so you may not hear me talk for a few minutes. I'm going to keep the music running because, like I said, I don't care. Who did the cover for Cities of Dust, Plains of Light? I knew. Just a second, I'll get my copy and I will look for the artist's name. Hold on. Right here. Yeah, this one was produced by Aaron Nothingness Press, so I didn't publish this one myself. I'm a hybrid writer. I do both self and traditional publishing, so but I'm sure the artist's name is in here somewhere because these guys are very good at crediting. It's a beautiful book. I should show you. Chelsea Lang is her name. I'll spell that for you so you can look her up if you want to. Because, yes, why not give good artists more work, right? That's how it looks. It's got this beautiful, insert. That's the story titles in the anthology. And it's got this really cool image here, which is a public domain image. Because the theme was science fantasy. So, yeah, I was really honored to be in this particular anthology because this is there's some really great writers in here. Samantha L. Barrett, Sarah Daly, Jamie Lackey, and Kat Rambo, aside from myself. Some of whom are Nebula winners and World Fantasy Award winners, so this was raising pay grade for me. So I was very excited about that. Thanks, she says. That style of art is perfect for my horror collection I'm trying to publish. Yeah, I know, right? It's really, I love that image. I think the cover is beautiful too. It's just amazing. So, a good cover will sell a book. People say don't judge a book by its cover, but everybody does, right? Everybody does. So, okay, we're going to switch over to the recording stuff display here. Alright, yeah, there was no music there, guys. It was, I didn't add any of the audio stuff, which is actually good for recording. Okay, now that I've done that, I can shut down Chrome. And I'm going to go to the sprint screen. Oh, Eli says, good news! My friend who is obsessed with Alice loves the first half of the first chapter, The Good, the Bad, and the Alice. And Sable likes it too, so I think I'm onto something here. Yeah, you've got it from both sides, right? Because I'm into weird westerns, and your friend's into Alice, so that means that you've got it covered for everybody. Yeah, I love the concept. I think it's really cool. I'm looking forward to the result. Alright, I'm gonna polish up the glasses here before I get into the video editing work. I'll be shutting the music on and off as I work because part of the purpose of doing a book trailer is you want to make things fit to the music. I'm going to start with the template that I used, the program. I use Nero, and I'm going to start with that for my, like the template that I used for the first book trailer, because I want the second one to be about the same length, which is a little less than a minute. Yeah, is that Alice in Wonderland, Alice says, right idea? Yes, it is. I want to write more short stories. I especially enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. By the way, if you didn't catch the chat on the break, go back and read it. I would have read it if we'd had more time and we hadn't had the Bork in the stream. But there was some really cool stuff about discussing the setup for a space opera universe in a technological world between Scribe and Macaro. It was really useful stuff. If you're looking to write space opera, it'd be worth it to go back and check that out. All right. Yeah, I would have read it out, right? But... or do you want me to? I could probably do it quickly. So, in the difficulty of finding planets in Scribe's universe, it's like, okay, this seems like a Earth planet in a Goldilocks zone. That's about what information they can find, so not much more than we currently know, right? Daz asks, would they reassess for a new destination planet if this one proved unsuitable for their all-important culture? I would think they would have a contingency plan to research planets seen from this new place. But the thing about colony ships, generation ships, is they're so expensive and so difficult to send to where they are that you basically got one shot. And you have no guarantee that you're not going to get blown up by a meteor on the way, or, you know, that the planet's going to be completely unsuitable to human habitation when you get there. It's it's a guess, right? Which is why Scribe kind of had Earth go boom, because otherwise what kind of impetus would people have to take that kind of incredible risk with that a number of people's lives, right? But on the other hand, somebody's going to do it someday, right? Do you guys remember that whole Mars X thing that, you know, it was basically a scam, right? I don't know if it was a deliberate scam, but it was certainly, you know, we don't have the technology yet, but the idea is they would get people, just regular people, to sign up to go to a Mars colony, and there's no return ticket, right? I considered it. I considered it really strongly because I really love the idea of going to space, and I would really love to see us advance that before, you know, before I die, right? It would be, I would like to live long enough to see people living on Mars or on the moon. That would be something that would give me some faith that the human race might survive. Or fix climate change. Either one would make me happy. Anyway, yep, Scribe said if there's enough fuel and something close by, sure. Some planets in the early days don't, which is why I assume early colonies having a fail, survive, thrive rate of 60, 35, 5. Yeah, more fail than success for sure. Daz says, do they have the ability to lower the temperature, create frozen poles to lower water levels or to expose land? Or do they have the ability to build dome regions under the water on sea floors and make their horse culture live beneath the water? That's interesting. Scribe says, well-planned expeditions, and not all are, carry basic terraforming equipment or the ability to make basically Earth ships, airtight living and working spaces. Others either have a backup plan or are forced to build habitats in space. Scribe says, but my setting assumes the most planets chosen are habitable, just perhaps with a lot of twists. But even if they are, it doesn't mean that the colony succeeds. Yeah, I mean, a million things could go wrong. You know, one psycho in the works could screw it all up. You know, maybe it all looks like an Earth-type planet, but you get there and it's like way overloaded with heavy metals and it's impossible to survive. That was an interesting thing that David Weber did in his Honorverse books. There was a planet called Grayson that was one of the early populations. Evangelical religious group went there to avoid religious persecution, right? Believing in natural things. I think they might have been Seventh-day Adventists. I kind of got that impression, right? But then when they got there, they found that the planet was so polluted with heavy metals that human beings would just die, right? And so they had to live in an unnatural environment. So they developed a very interesting view of deity. They called him God the Tester, right? And believed that, you know, his purpose was to challenge people to help them achieve enlightenment. And this was something that was like 300 years in the future. Very well done faith in space, which is why I want to do the series that Scribe was talking about, which is I want to get a bunch of people who follow a bunch of different faiths here on the channel, and I want to talk to them about their faiths and talk about, you know, applying that in science fiction or fantasy setting, because I think that it's a cop-out for people to go, oh, everybody in the future is going to be an atheist. Who the fuck says, right? Do you really think that sailing out into the dark void with so many things that can go wrong in an environment that is hostile to human life is going to end faith? If anything, it's going to breed it, right? Like sailors, you know? So yeah, so I want to talk about that a bit, because faith is a very important part of the human psyche and human culture, and I don't think we're going to give it up when we go to space. I think it's going to change, but it changes anyway. Faith evolves over time. Even the more fundamentalist sorts of points of view are generally reactions to change. Their desire to limit change, right? Because the change is so overwhelming. So I'm looking forward to examining that, and I want to help people who don't know how to write about faith because they either have rejected the faith of their youth and haven't chosen anything else, or don't know about other faiths, right? And I want to give them the tools that they'll need to adapt such a thing to their setting. We're starting to see it more and more. Babylon 5 was kind of the first one that really, you know, delved into it. But since then, you know, The Expanse, it's a very important plot point that there is a group of Mormons who are building a world ship, the first to do that, build a generation ship with the intention of going out and founding a colony, which is something that would be very consistent with the LDS faith and their point of view, right? And, you know, we're going to have Scribe on and possibly Esong too to talk about that, actually, but there'll be more, right? And it's just, it's not going to be priests or anything, it's just lay people who follow different faiths, and they're going to talk about them and, you know, how that applies. And it's by no means only going to be Christian either. We're going to have at least one Muslim on. We're going to have a bunch of different types of neo-pagans. It's going to be great. And I am really looking forward to doing it. I've been promising it forever, for like almost a year now, but I am going to do it probably in October. So, alright. Makara jumped in at this point and said, if you ever find something that lets me make a random tidally locked planet, let me know. And that's a problem. Yeah, right? Like Scribe points out, yeah, my main colony wait, no, where is it? Yeah, like a libertarian-based colony of like 350 people spreading across whole continents is probably going to fail. And then he says in response to Makaro, will do. Most generators make good land masses, but do crap on climate and such. Makaro says, yeah, sounds about right. And the reason why, of course, is because a tidally locked planet is generally thought, okay, it's going to be one of two things, and there's two theories about this, and we don't really know. We're not going to find out till we get there. One of them is what they call an eyeball planet, where there's an area of heat and light that is going to be focused directly on the spot that keeps locked to the sun, right? So that's one theory, in which case, you know, any of the generators out there for climate and world is bullshit, because you're going to have like a workable ecosystem, at least if it's colonizable, right, around the eyeball, the heat and light portion, and then the rest of it's going to be dark and cold, right? And you're not going to get a random generator that does that, which you should, and I don't know why people haven't made one yet, right? The other option is that it's possible that a tidally locked planet could be really storm-racked, because with the heat focused on the one side and the cold on the other, it may cause massive storm fronts to develop. We don't really know which it is, and we're not going to find out until we get to one. Fortunately, Proxima Centauri B is within the Goldilocks zone of Proxima Centauri, which is a red dwarf, right? And that's the closest star to us, and we believe it's tidally locked, so it's going to be one of the early things we discover, which is, you know, kind of exciting. Makaro went on to ask, this was a number calculated on needing like 10k or 40k people? Scribe answered, yeah, my main colony had 45k. At a certain point that becomes standard, but not before a lot of small groups go off into the dark to never be heard from again. Yeah, why not? You got all space to explore, why wouldn't you do that? Right? And Makaro says, I've got 250k as base to really drive home survivability. Yep. Yeah, I can see the logic for either. It would be much easier to fund expeditions at 45k than it would at $250,000, right? And also easier to build the ships that they'll need to get them there. But, you know, maybe it's not enough, right? Scribe says, others set up trust funds that will finance follow-on groups, boosting the group's numbers over time, but maybe wars or the economy causes trust to fail. Yeah, and that's a possibility too. And there we go, and that's when the stream went down. So that was a really interesting conversation that I'm pleased to share. Yeah. Alicia is also a draveler, apparently, and yep, the right idea says it's both a blessing and a curse. Yeah. Eli says, I feel like I know that name, probably in response to Chelsea Lang. It sounds familiar to me too. Earth is going to go boom, says Natalia. Where have I heard that one before? Yeah. Maybe her book, Nova Babylon? Oh, we have a brainstorm, 5 minutes. Okay. Laura says, what kind of creature, or what type of creature, supernatural entity, would haunt a house on Halloween night and consume sugar? It is disintegrating and leaves a piece of lip behind on a cocoa mug. Ghosts? Oh, that's neat, Laura. Right on. I worked on the TV show The Expanse, the latest season. I like VFX. Cool. Cool. It's a great show. The books are better, but the show's good. Yeah. No, that's neat. Haunt a house on Halloween night and consume sugar. It's possible ghosts would, because ectoplasm would disintegrate, I would think. Possibly some sort of unseelie fairy that is experiencing like disintegration because they've been too long in the physical world. And maybe, you know, Halloween's supposed to be when the gate between the worlds is thin, according to a lot of, you know, Celtic-inspired and neo-pagan beliefs. Itchy nose again. right? So that's a possibility. Definitely aliens. Could always be aliens. Okay, I think we're caught up. I have shut down Chrome. Let's see if I can get Nero going without borking the stream completely. I am not at all confident of my ability to do this, and even if I were, I am not at all confident that I'm going to be able to get it to, like, you know, play a video once I have done the thing. So we're gonna find out. Alright, so that's the sprint for those of you who are sprinting. We're gonna open the first book trailer. I'm letting you know what I'm doing in case it doesn't work. Once it's up, I will try to capture the screen. Loading project, it says. Excellent. Ah, but the stream appears to be frozen over here, damn it. Says my bitrate is good though. It's not frozen on your end, just mine? Alright, I'll try refreshing my page then. And it says my bitrate's good. Yeah, it looks alright. Must have been just my computer. It's okay, I monitor this on, like, my crappiest computer, so... Alright, cool. Looks like we have hope here. Let's shut down the start screen. Minimize the amount of things. I think I'll shut down my Discord too, just to be safe. Oh, weird, I've got... Okay. I had, like, 3 different, stream windows up. Huh. I'm honestly not sure which laptop is my crappiest computer. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can capture the Nero window. Yes, we can. Okay. Alright, so this is basically my video editing program, and this is the template for... And I see you're not seeing a lot of it, unfortunately, but this is the template for my first book trailer. This stuff down here, which you're not going to be able to see very well, is kind of where I line things up, right? This is where the music goes in this bottom slot, right? And you can add narration and another audio track, and then you can add as many video tracks as you want. Oh, and another audio track there, which I did. Kind of mingled a couple of... I didn't realize I had that right through the beginning. Interesting. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is try to find the... Oh, you know what? That opened to the videos, so let's do that first then. Alright, first we're going to save this as new name and location. There we go. I think I'll cut out all this other video footage. To make sure I get it right here. That's the get back to work growl for those of you who are sprinting. Eli says the one heats to burning and takes forever to do anything, the other doesn't have enough memory to do anything and has a crack in the case. Oh dear. Alright, so we're going to start by importing the videos I just took. I think that's this one. Let's see here. Yeah, these two are the ones that I just took, so let's load them up. Now we'll go to the audio. James is going to bed early? Yeah, I don't blame you. Good night, hon. Sleep well. Let's see here. I think this is the one I want, but I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. Alright, I'm going to listen to this and see if it's what I wanted. So let's check it out and see if this if the stream works. This should sound, this is going to play a lot like the other one, but it's a different music, right? It'll give me a sense of where to cut it. I mean, this is basically the old video, but I'm going to change things like the text and whatnot. It's more I'm listening to the song at this point. Probably right about there. Yeah, okay. All right then. Where is that, I wonder? Because that'd be a good place to cut. 1 minute, 1 second? It's not out of... That's not out of the realms of possibility there. So this would be a slightly longer video. We're going to fade out. All right, let's listen to what I've got here and then see if I cut it earlier. Yeah, that works, eh? For like about the right amount of time and music there, I think. Cool. All right. Now, we do the video editing part. Before I get into that though, we're at 2 o'clock. I have to take a quick bio. I'm going to put the music back on, the regular music, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Oh, okay. Pride's going to sleep. Good night. Sleep well. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, gang. Sorry about this. All right, I'm back. And like we got about a minute left in this sprint. I think maybe I'll move this up a bit. And that's the end of the sprint. I think I'll shut down the music here now. I was just waiting until the sprint was over and give people who were sprinting a chance to check that out. So you're going to hear this song over and over. I'm going to move things around. And I'm sorry, I hope it's not boring. Excuse me. Is that where I want that? Let's go back and see. Timing is everything with this stuff. Hey Kit, how you doing? I'm doing some video editing today. Let's extend this. So you're going to hear the same bits of song over and over, and I apologize for that, but I kind of need to hear it to line things up to the music. No, it doesn't work. I'm going to have to do that at the very least. I'm trying to make it shorter, but nope, not quite. There. I think. Nope. A little bit more. Oh, you're going to do that on me, are you? All right, fine. That's when you blow up the... All right, let's try that. Nope, still not right. All right, let's try this. No, I'm going to have to go here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that works. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Fun, you do you. That's cool. Well, I got to get this book trailer done, right? So I figured this is the world building stream. It counts. I might as well do it here. Now, how long is this sequence? Probably too long for that spot. Yes, way too long. So that means we're going to have to go to the end of the video and put it in here. And then screw around with the runtime there. Let's try effect palette. Speed here is what I'm looking for. Fast motion times 4. Yeah, we don't want the audio anyway, we don't care. Yeah, it works. Good. Okay, now we're going to X that out. And we're going to stop, and we're going to put it right there. Paste. I knew you had room. It's not quite where I want that, though. You're messing with some font awesome customizations. That's cool. I wonder here. That's to get back to work growl for those of you who are sprinting. Let's undo and undo. Let's take this and paste it there. Too fast, but still too fast. right, show effects. I'm going to remove that, and pan and zoom. I think we'll zoom into the bottom left. All right, let's try that. Why not go back to the beginning? Oh, wrong side. Okay. I think we'll move those. All right, I gotta drag that stupid thing all the way. Dee, 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 dee. It's one thing I like about SoundForge by comparison is that you can just click on the spot you want to paste something and paste it, but you can't do that here. All right, that way we've got those guys to use. Now we're gonna have to drag everything back, I think. Let's move that as far as it'll go, which is probably there. There we go. No, I still don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. No. I know what I'm doing. Video editing, I think, is a bit like it's, it's making art, right? So it's a lot of, it's a different part of your brain than writing. Writing is more, well, for me, it's more linear, right? This is more abstract, you know, you move things around, you try different things. It's all about experiment and, you know, I know I did that before, but I got a different idea now. I might change the motion level on that too. I mean, hey, I never do this on stream, so it's kind of fun, right? Yeah, 4 times motion is too fast. Okay. I'll change it to 3 times motion. Well, that's interesting that it did that, but whatever. Hey, Song. You're enjoying this? You just enjoy hanging out with me? That's cool. Almost right. Yeah, you're always a little nervous when you're doing something on stream you don't normally do. Okay, I can do this. All right. Okay, let's do the let's see, transition. Actually, I want to do a zoom on that one first. So let's do the zoom. I'll try a pan. Try that. Alright. Kick Scribe Office so you can play your game. Still got the stream up on your phone so you can get points. No, I don't like that movement. I think we'll try. Let's see. Let's try that one. Alright, that's alright. Now, what transition would I use here? Probably warp. Let's try that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Actually, I don't like this. Well, I don't want to use warp right twice. Let's try this. Yeah, okay. I like that. And no, that's not what I want. There we go. And yeah, that works. And we'll need, I think we'll use, where is that one? Displacement fade, is that the one I want? No, okay. Yeah, okay, but that's going to be longer, probably. All right, let's try this. Hey, Stretch, how you doing? I'm doing some unusual activity. I'm doing some video editing today. Yeah, that works. Okay. I like that. I like that. We're going to save that. I'm using the template that I used to make the first book trailer, and I'm making a second book trailer. Oh, okay, cool, says Stretch. I'm good, thanks. Just got home after a couple of cokes and a catch up with a mate in a pub. Nice, sounds like fun. All right, so then what's next? I mean, you gotta like it. It's cool, right? They had a beer I really liked there, but then I remembered I drove there, so couldn't drink. Aw, that sucks. Boo. Let's see now. That's the sprint. I wonder if I should do another clip. Hmm. Let me think here. Yeah, okay. I think I can use that bit there. I'll try it right there and see what it looks like to me. Hmm. No, I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for, but I'm going to try it. Hmm. Nah, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I think I need another clip. But that's to get back to work, Growl. Yeah, Siobhan said, why not order one to take home? Scribe said, Esong said, glad you were able to spend some time with friends, Stretch. Stretch said to Siobhan, we don't really do take home beers in the UK from a pub as it requires a different license, plus it's a draft beer, so it's a bit awkward. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know where Siobhan thinks that she lives that happens. I don't think we get to do that here either. You're not supposed to carry open alcohol in public. So, um, yeah. I know what I need. Yeah, draft beer. Off the tap. That's the original spelling of draft beer, actually, which looks like draught, but it's draft. Yeah, off the tap, exactly. All right. Problem with this sort of work is that there's a lot of thinking involved. And I don't want you guys to just be like, okay, you go to the bar with your glass and they turn on the tap with the you know, pipe stuff that pipes beer up from kegs, and they fill your glass and you drink it. That's draft beer. Some old-fashioned pubs still have it here. So, yeah. Yeah, oh, you were thinking about off sales. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, like I said, the problem with stuff like this is there's a lot of thinking involved when you're doing this kind of work. And since I don't have any music on, because the music would be distracting while I'm trying to like line things up in the trailer with the music, I'm afraid of you listening to nothing but silence. Yeah, as opposed to beer in a bottle. Yeah, it gets a frothier sort of flavor, right? Or a texture because of the way it's drawn off the tap, and it often has a fresher taste than the stuff that you get in the bottles. Really enjoyable if you can find a place that does it. Yep, need to get that head. That's right. That's what they call that. The big, fluffy foam bit at the top of the glasses. A good head. So, yeah, that's what he said. Exactly. Yeah, we know how our minds work, don't we? Well, maybe that's where I should put the second clip. Let's try it. How long is that? Will it fit? I don't know because I can't see. Ah, maybe. It fits. We're going to be shortening it anyway. I think I'll do a ×3 effect there. Yeah, we know it cuts out the audio. Go away. Okay. And then we're going to want a zoom out, I think. Okay. Let's try this. The effects aren't all applied yet, but all right. I think there'll be another burn-in effect, right? Transition? Yeah, makes sense. Oh, I see. We're still here. We're fine, says Esong. Honestly, though, those of us who need music have already turned on music on our own end. Oh, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Kit says every bar where I go has draft beer, but as a non-alcohol drinker, it's easy to miss. Yeah, that's fair enough. Esong says, we're here for the community and support you, and nothing you are doing right now changes that. Oh, well, that's sweet. The scribe says, and Esong says to Kit, yeah, and I'm not sure what the difference is between bottle and draft in terms of preference. I assume it's like being able to order a root beer and a vanilla root beer, but I really have no reference. Yeah, and Stretch points out that draft beer is usually much closer to the proper flavor, assuming the lines, etc., are clean. Yeah, because it's fresher, right? The thing with beer in bottles or cans, like actually like root beer. Root beer is a great example. It has the same kind of quality. It just isn't the same. It's because it's sort of, I don't know, an anaerobic process. It's kept deliberately airtight so that it doesn't spoil or go off, right? But the process of piping beer or root beer, because you can get root beer on draft too, right? They still do that at A&W here in Canada if you go there, right? And have it like in the restaurant in a frosty glass, right? Or at least they were doing that until COVID. Now we're, still you get it in a cup whether you eat in or not, but it's draft if you get it in the store, right? And it's a bit like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's sort of like those machines where you're at the restaurant and you stick your cup underneath the pop dispenser and you press the button and it all goes into the cup, right? But the problem is that stuff is never as good as the stuff you get in the cans or the bottles, and the reason why is because they water it, right? But they don't water it when it's in beer or root beer, and it just pipes through with some extra air, right? So it tastes fresher and has a better texture and a richer flavor, right? So that's the difference. Honestly, if you can get something on tap, get it on tap, usually. Except for, because the thing with those restaurants, or like the food court or whatever, is that they water down the syrup that makes the pop as much as they think they can get away with, right? Mm-hmm. And Esong says, thanks for giving such a detailed description. Well, cool. Yeah, happy to. I understand that, we don't all have the same experiences, right? So, all right. You see what I mean about this being a time-consuming process, because you end up playing things over and over and over, going, I don't know, is that timed right? Do I like this sequence? No, that's not where that needs to go. God damn it. What do I need there? I need something. Ugh. I need that bit later. But I don't know. I need like something to break up the text sequences. Or do I? Maybe I should just put it all together. Hmm. Oh, I know. Okay. Problem is I don't know what all of these are. Oh, why don't I put them in and find out? I know that this program is not borking my stream, bizarrely. So, let's go over here, put this one in. No, it's probably both of them selected, so we'll try one at a time. What's this? Oh, good. This might be what I want. Yeah, actually, I do want that clip. Okay, okay, cool. I thought that might be the one I wanted. Let's do that one at, where are we here? Fast motion. Do that at 4 times, I think. Let's see how it works. No, too fast. 3 times. All right. Yeah, that works. And then with the proper pan and zoom, that'll look really good. Oh yeah, okay, I think I know where I'm going with this now. I know where I'm going. Okay. Okay. Gonna do the warp there. No, we're not. I think that's a warp there, isn't it? Yes, so that should be a burn in. Do. There. I think we'll try a pan. Try that. Yes, okay. And that's the sprint for those of you who are sprinting. Yes, okay, now. Save that because I like it. I think we'll move all of this down. So I want to keep that sequence. I like it, and I think it's good. So, but in order to have room to do other things, we need to move all this shit out of the way. That should be more than enough room. Okay. Now, I think we'll copy this and copy that. Along there. Copy this, copy that. Copy. You bugger. Okay, fine. One at a time then. You suck. Kit says, I was AFK making some dinner, but I heard the discussion. Having draft beer is like you've been drinking low-fat milk your entire life and then someone hands you a glass of whole milk. That is a pretty good description. Yes, because it has about that kind of, you know, thickness and texture and extra flavor, and you're like, oh, hey, I have not been having this the right way. Yeah, totally true. I like that comparison, actually, Kit. That's really good. Now, what do I say here? And that's to get back to work, Growl. We're gonna have one more sprint, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Esong says Scribe's Twitch account has given him 3 little treasure box boosters for his points. I have got none on my phone, despite lurking here too. Are you building up points? How come you're building up points, Esong? Why would I not build up points? It's a matter of pride. That's hilarious. Let's try that. I'm not sure that's what I want to say, but I almost have 100 and, oh, yeah. Siobhan says, because you can end up like me with over 300k. And Esong says, I have almost 150k, but then someone had to offer a really tempting 100k point redemption. Yes, yes, I did. because that's what I do. Who's on after me, by the way? Does anybody remember? I can look it up. Not bad, eh? That's got a good look to it. Now I start to need to know where the music is going to go. Hashtag goals. Let's see about music timing again. I think that's where the other picture of Shondar goes. Did I do a pan on that one? Yes, I did. Alright, so I'll have to do a zoom out. Can't have everything being... Oh. Yeah, we need another burn-in effect, okay. There we go. Now let's see where we're at. Do I have a cold? No, I have an allergy thing going on today. There's like a cat hair or something. It's been bothering me since the beginning of the stream, and I cannot figure it out. So it's probably like halfway up my nose. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I did have a cold, but I'm actually over it now. Sorry for all the sniffling, guys. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, let's try that. I doubt it's going to line up, but I'm going to have to play with it, but... I wonder if I can make that faster, because that actually is almost exactly where I want it to be. Huh. Alright, let's see if I can make this work. This will be almost about right. Actually, just a second here. What is this? Yeah, okay. That's the War is No Great Adventure line. Okay, so that can go. That can go. That can go. These guys can all move back. To there. All right, now I'm probably going to have to do a lot of playing with that, but sprint, guys. So that is where we're going to call the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me today, even though I'm doing weird shit that I don't normally do, and therefore it's, probably a little confusing. Let's see who's on here. Looks like Travis is on. And I can't see anyone else at the moment, so I guess we're going to go invade Travis. Alright, guys. Fit your mood completely? Well, that's cool. I'm glad. It was kind of a relaxing hangout, kind of get stuff done. By the next time you see me, the second book trailer ought to be finished, obviously. We are going to be gaming tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. That'd be 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Brain, 1 a.m. in the UK, 2 a.m. 1 a.m. UTC, 2 a.m. in the UK, I think. Is that right? My brain. 3, 7. No, I'm wrong. 10. No, yeah. 6. Brain. Yeah, 1 a.m. in UTC, 2 a.m. in the UK, which is let's see, 6 o'clock in the morning, add 3 hours, or add 2 hours, so the reasonable hour, I think, of 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. And yeah, thanks very much, everybody. We will see you, hopefully in a couple hours for Toy Soldiers Old School. We don't have Chris tonight, so it could be a little awkward. But we're gonna do it. Thanks, Siobhan, for the, AM. 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. All right, fair enough. I think we're going to run the current book trailer one more time, and then we're going to raid over to Travis. When you get there, don't forget to yell, "Prepare to be boarded," because we are the Sable's Privateers. Have a great time zone, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you later tonight. If not, Monday is our day off. Aaron will be back on Tuesday with Ask an Old GM, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. in the UK, and I think that's, 7 o'clock in the morning, Australian Eastern Time. All right, see you later, everyone. Bye!